Hey guys, so yeah, I did it. I've just hired Hafthor Bjornsenn's strength coach, um, Sebastian Oreb. His name just kept on popping up a lot in the last few videos that I put out where I've started doing all my push-ups and all sort of stuff, the foundation strength that I'm trying to work on. His name kept on popping up because he's not only one of the world's most respected strength coaches, but he's an Aussie. So it just made a lot of sense. Of course, I've got great people around me like Lachlan, who already knows how to guide strength, but I was after somebody that will do more than just guide my strength. So a lot of people, like I already saw people saying in the comments on the little text announcement that I made, that they said Thor's Thor because of his genetics, not because of a coach. Let me explain a little bit about why I'm hiring a coach, why I'm hiring this coach, and why elite athletes hire coaches. Yeah, Thor's Thor because of his genetics and because of his hard work ethic. Okay, but Thor hired a coach. And the reason Thor did that, and the reason I'm doing that, and the reason you may well hire a coach someday, even if you are at the top of your game, is a coach brings out something different. A team effort will always produce a better result. The best athletes in the world have enormous teams behind them. Why? Like, from the athlete perspective, there's so much more to it. It's not just the physicality of being guided on sets and reps and things like that. Yes, we can all understand, we could all look up the science of it, and you don't require an expensive coach to guide you. Like I said, Lachlan could guide me, and Lachlan wouldn't charge me anything. But why am I willing to pay this money? And on that note, you guys noticed I created a GoFundMe. I put it out originally, changed my mind. Look, I didn't want people to have the perception that I'm asking for a donation there. I wanted to, the $5,000 for a year is pretty much what this coach is worth if you were to pay all up front. But look, no, I changed my opinion on that. I'm not going to ask for you guys, so I cancelled that GoFundMe. But what I am going to do is I've started, and I'm paying the monthly amount. So it means I'm paying even more than the $5,000 a year. I didn't have the $5,000 on me to do that, but I do have what it takes to cover the monthly. Anyway, that aside, back to the point. By the way, I'm just wandering the streets of Paris here. Can't wait to group up with the Paris Club tomorrow. The reason I want the coach is because a coach has the ability to bring out something special in an athlete, and I know it well and truly for me that I am all in on this sport. To have a coach who for me to be able to trust that my coach is the best in the business at what they do, brings out something in me. It brings out a desire in me, brings out a work ethic in me, brings out a motivation in me that I wouldn't get if I did it myself, that I would get if I asked Lachlan to be my coach. Lachlan can motivate me, but nowhere near as much as someone I'm paying big money for. Now, when a good coach chooses their athletes, okay, well, this wasn't just a free-for-all. I had to write an application in and explain who I was and what my goals were and what I've achieved, and a good coach only wants to work with people that they know will respect and uphold the work ethic required to not damage their brand. Now, if you know me, if you've ever met me in person, you're going to know the sort of person I am. I'm competitive as hell. I'm committed. I love arm wrestling. Training is not difficult for me. I have trained for 9.5 years, almost essentially every day. I've put all my work into forearm, hand and wrist, pumpkin training, whatever you want to call it. And my right hand and wrist has gotten me to the level that I've been at. I've been competing number 2 in Australia overalls, number 1 for my weight class. And on the international scene, you guys know where I'm at. That's been achieved with the strength that I have. And it's been achieved with the base level power that you guys know I have, which is pretty low, to be honest. So I'm genuinely excited about what is going to come in the next chapter when I combine my arm wrestling knowledge with the strength coach guidance from Sebastian. And what I'm going to be asking him for is foundation strength. I want him to guide me in foundation strength. And when I say foundation strength, here's how my thinking has evolved. I believe that specificity or specific strength in arm wrestling, i.e. arm wrestling fundamentals like wrist flexion, back pressure, side pressure, pronation, I believe they are the be all and end all. They ultimately determine who wins, okay? But I believe now that the bigger your bench press, the bigger your back strength. I'm not convinced on squat yet, but I'm sure there's carryover there too. But I believe the bigger your foundation strengths in chest strength, back strength, bicep strength, and tricep strength, the bigger those foundations are, I believe the higher the potential for your arm wrestling specific fundamentals become. So I've worked exclusively on arm wrestling fundamentals for 9.5 years, and my curve has gone up and it's flattened, okay? And I can't get the same gains. I believe if I increase my foundation strength as a human in general, then I will get a new ceiling for my arm wrestling specifics. And that new ceiling is what excites me most. So, yeah, there we have it, guys. I have officially hired Sebastian Oreb, who is Hafthor Bjornsenn's coach, or was Hafthor Bjornssenn's coach. I'm not sure if they still work together or not, but I've hired him to guide me, and I appreciate your support, and I'll document it all and bring you guys along for the ride if you want to see it. I can't wait. I got a buzz, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, I'm still traveling at the moment. This is my job. This is my job. Traveling and arm wrestling is my job. For the last 2 years, I got held back from travel restrictions, but this is my job. I'm a career arm wrestler. I'm a career YouTuber, and that's what I do. So you'll see a lot of this. But when I get home to Australia, I will be in the gym. I will be predominantly arm wrestling, maybe once every couple of weeks, just to refine my technique and keep sharp, keep my hand and wrist alive. But I will be applying foundation strength throughout my predominant training block. And one thing that I will be explaining to Sebastian and getting him to apply his expertise to is not only do I want the base powers of chest, back, biceps and triceps, but I will explain to him the fundamentals of arm wrestling, and I'll explain that they ultimately are the priority as well, and I want to blend his knowledge into those worlds as well. So yes, it'll be good to get leg strength, but it'll be more beneficial to not only take the foundation strength but combine it with the critical fundamentals as well. I do note in arm wrestling, and Angan Terzi pointed this out to me once upon a time, that in lightweight divisions, hooking is the dominant style. In middleweight divisions, it's an even split. And in heavyweight divisions, top rolling is the dominant style. And that comes because of the fact that bicep strength and back pressure and fundamental power begins to exceed that of your hand strength. So I think I'll stick with outside arm wrestling probably. I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot of excitement for me. It's a lot of fun coming up, and yeah, it's official. I'm now a student of Sebastian Oreb.